Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. In this video we will be looking at, what if Amy and Samey's plotline continued? If you want to support me, please leave a like and subscribe. And feel free to say what would happen if you want to see next. So in episode 3 of Pahkitew Island, Samey, Amy and Jasmine all fight about the balloon. But in the end they pop it on themselves and cause their team to lose. But in this universe they don't pop the balloon on themselves and go on to win the challenge. This means the confused bears lose the challenge. And I think they will vote Ella. This is because the team found her very annoying because she wouldn't stop singing. So they will definitely vote her out. In episode 4 Amy and everyone else will find out that Samey hates Amy more than anyone else. If they were to lose this challenge, they would definitely vote out Samey, but because we need their plot line to continue, we will have to give them some plot armor. So the final T-breaker challenge will be Sugar. And we have swapped Rodney for Amy. And because Sugar isn't very good at challenges, I imagine Amy would make Samey do the challenge for her. And I imagine the confused bears will vote Sugar because they all find her annoying and she lost the challenge for them, so Sugar is out. So in episode 5 I'll analyze it very carefully. So Topher and Dave will both get points in the first round. Samey will win the second point. This is because it doesn't matter who she faces because Scuba Bear pushes them into the water. Max will go next and electric shock Dave, causing him to fall into the water and Max getting a point. Scarlet would then get a point for the team. Now it will be Dave versus Amy. I honestly have no idea who will win. But because we need Samey and Amy to stay for this video, I will give the point to Samey. I said Samey because I imagine Amy would force Samey to play as her again. Also they are saving Jasmine for last so she won't go now. Sean would then return and beat Rodney this time. But because Amy is already in the game, none of this will happen. And now it will be Jasmine playing against Dave, which Jasmine will win. So this means the confused bears have to vote someone off again. And it's obviously Sean, because Sky and Dave like each other, they won't vote each other. And with no other options, they will both vote Sean. In episode 6, because Ella isn't in the game, to save Dave from the bear, the confused bears will lose again. So now it will be an automatic tie between Dave and Sky, which Dave will obviously lose, so Dave is out. Episode 7's challenge will stay the same, with everyone apparently failing it, but now because there's a 6-player team difference. Chris will obviously change the teams, so he will split up Max and Scarlet like in the original. So Max will go on the confused bears, but now I don't know who will go on which team. So to add to the plot line, I will put Topher and Rodney on the confused bears. Episode 8 would in terms who gets voted off would stay the same, but I believe that Amy and Scarlet would make an alliance this episode. I believe this because Amy would say to Scarlet that Jasmine and Samey are friends, and are obviously in an alliance, so I think Scarlet would accept. So immunity of the first part of the challenge will go to Sky. This is because she was third in the original challenge. And Sugar and Dave, who was second and third, have already been voted out, so Sky is the seeker. So Max and Scarlet will still find a code thingy, and Max will be sick on it, and because Scarlet has to carry Max, then 2 will be found. So now this is where it gets tricky. I think that Amy would sabotage Samey and get Samey found, without Sean to save her. Jasmine will be found. This means that Rodney and Amy wins immunity, so now I'm pretty sure Jasmine and Samey will figure out that Amy and Scarlet are in an alliance. I think this because they won't stop constantly talking to each other. Jasmine and Samey know now that they're in an alliance, so I imagine they would manage to convince Sky to vote for Scarlet. After that, they would convince Rodney. But because of what Rodney's like, they would know he's not reliable. So they will trick Max by saying that Scarlet disobeyed him and voted him last episode. Max will probably fall for this and will vote for Scarlet. So now with either 4-1 vote or a 5-2 to vote for a 4-3 vote, Scarlet is out. So for episode 10 the island will still go all weird again. So the duos will be Jasmine and Samey, Max and Rodney, and Amy and Sky. Jasmine and Sean will still set up the alarms. But now because Scarlet was already voted out, she won't go insane and threaten everyone. So I imagine Sky would just break in and turn off the island. This means Sky wins immunity. So now I really don't have much of an idea who will be voted, but I think that Amy, who now lost her only ally, would team up with Sky. And knowing that if they vote Samey then they'll probably be out, they vote Rodney. And because Rodney falls in love with any girl that talks to him, Amy will say that if he wants to prove his love to her then he should vote himself. I knew that she could have convinced him to vote Samey. But we need their plot line to continue, so plot armor. For episode 11 the teams are Jasmine and Samey, Sky and Amy, so that means Max goes by himself. The rest of the episode will play out the same, with Jasmine falling off. But because Sugar isn't slowing anyone down, I imagine Max, Sky and Amy will make it to the top. This means Jasmine's out. I think that she will tell Samey to stand up for herself against Amy. So for the tiebreaker challenges will be Sky's hurdles, which will be Sky first, Max second, Samey third and Amy fourth, but Amy will say that she was third, and Samey was last, and that Chris got it wrong. I don't really know what Samey, Max and Amy will do. So we're just going to go to the talent contest. So Sky will get her original 24.5 points, so her total is 28.5. Max will do some evil trick and will probably fail, which will get him 10 points. So I think that, to further their plot line, Amy will tell and possibly threaten Samey to do really bad on her cheerleading performance, which will get her 10 points. Then when it's Amy's turn she tells Samey to do cheerleading but extremely good. Samey will then have a confessional saying that Amy's gonna win, and that she should have just stood up to her. Samey will then go onto the stage and sing, but she will purposely make it sound terrible. Chris, Scuba Bear and the intern will all cover their ears, and they will all give zeros on the scorecards. This means Amy is automatically booted from the competition. Now it's a tie between Max and Samey. I think Chris will then decide who had the best performance, and they will go into the finale. Chris will say I choose, and then a long line of suspense will happen. Chris will then choose Samey. This is because he finds Max annoying and doesn't have anything against Samey, so Max is out. This means the finale is Samey versus Sky. Samey's helper will be Jasmine and Sky's helper will be Dave. Each winner will get alternate endings.